Well, if you own a car, you certainly know car insurance premiums can get pretty outrageous here in Michigan. In this week's Know the Law segment, attorney Tom Sinas joining us to talk about how those rates are determined. Tom, good stuff here.
Well, boy, we are going to have a discussion here, I think, again in the fall about our auto no-fault system, and that discussion will always involve a discussion of rates. Here's something that very few people know. How do auto insurers in Michigan set their rates? Are they subject to any type of regulatory review? And the short answer to that is basically no. No. We have what is called a file and use system, which means that auto insurers in the state, they file with the insurance commissioner the rates that they're going to set, and then they get to use them, unless the insurance commissioner objects. In the 44 years that we've had no fault, the insurance commissioner has never rejected a rate as being excessive.
How about that?
And maybe there's a good reason why, because here's the definition of what our legislature has come up with for what is an excessive rate. It says this: a rate shall not be held to be excessive unless the rate is unreasonably high for the insurance coverage provided and a reasonable degree of competition does not exist with respect to the classification, kind, or type of risk to which the rate is applicable.
Unreasonable.
Ask yourself what that means. It basically means nothing.
Nothing.
So insurance companies in the state do not have to go through what a lot of insurance companies do in other states, which is called prior approval, meaning the commissioner does not have to approve the rates that they set for auto insurance premiums. More or less, the commissioner says, we'll just leave it up to the marketplace. So we have to ask ourselves, is that good policy? There is another issue that's really important here when it comes to rates, and that has to do with your no-fault coverage. Most people in this state buy no-fault coverage that is called coordinated no-fault coverage. What does that mean? It means that your health insurer, you have elected to have your health insurer pay your medical bills first, before your no-fault insurer. Well, the law in the state is that if you buy that type of policy, your premiums are supposed to be, quote, appropriately reduced, and that those reductions are supposed to be approved by the insurance commissioner. Well, what we've learned over the years is that the insurance commissioner more or less has no methodology for determining whether your coordinated no-fault coverage has been appropriately reduced. So you're getting a form of coverage where you're offloading a lot of the risk, your medical expenses, to your health insurer. You're supposed to get a meaningful savings for offloading that risk to your health insurer. But what we found out over the years is that people are buying these policies and that their policies aren't really being reduced at all. So when we get into the discussion of auto no-fault, when we get into the discussion of rates, one of the most important questions to ask is who sets the rates, who monitors the rates, why are the rates the way that they are, and what is the most fair system that we should have in the state for making sure that people are being charged fair rates, because remember, it's a requirement to have auto insurance.
Gotta have it.
And so if you're mandated to have it, boy, you should be, what you should be getting for it should be a fair price.
If you've never lived in another state, you don't realize how high Michigan really is. Very interesting. Tom, of course, good stuff as always. People want to learn more about this subject or any other things about the law?
Give us a call, 616-301-3333. Find us online at www.sinasdramis.com. or shoot us an email at info@sinasdramis.com.
Interesting stuff. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks for having me.